Get ready with me while I tell you about my client who is getting married in Castle in India tomorrow. And I gotta get ready to send her a congratulations video. So I am getting ready for her. Anyway, let's get to the goods. The goods, let's talk about how she was successful. First of all, she understood the importance of subconscious reprogramming, which if you've never heard of this fancy term, I'm gonna explain it to you in 2 seconds. Basically, what it means is there are certain patterns and belief systems in the hard drive that is your noggin, that is your brain, for why you can't have what you want right here, right now. So anyone on this video who's watching that, oh my goodness, did this fall out? Okay, just kidding. I'm not going to deal with this right now. Anyone on this call that is in a situation where they're not getting exactly what they want right now. It's not because God hates you. It's not because Mercury's in Gatorade, or Venus is sleeping with Pluto, or Pluto is having an affair with Neptune. It's because of the fact that you have certain subconscious programs that go against love being easy, that go against men committing to you, that go against men choosing you. And so when you have programs in your subconscious mind that say this isn't safe, love's not available, I'm not good enough, I don't attract that type of man, this doesn't work out for me, this is not how things work out for me, guess what? That is going to be your reality every single time. You ever notice the certain females, sometimes males too, that always have something negative to say about the opposite sex, or maybe the same sex if that's what they're into? No shade on this side, whatever your preference is. So you ever notice how there are certain women where they have nothing good to say about men? They're like, men are liars, men are this, men are that. You notice how they only ever get those type of men? It's because what you identify with and what your subconscious programming is will only be what you're capable of attracting. It's almost like you have a glass ceiling, but for the men you attract. You have a glass ceiling, but for the women you attract. And until you shift that, nothing's going to change in your love life. So the first thing we did is we got super freaking clear on what were the exact programs in her subconscious mind. Do these work with this dress? I don't think so. I feel like I need something silver for why she couldn't have it. What are the specific programs? See, I'm a gold girly, so I don't really have silver. What are the specific programs in her subconscious mind for why she can't have it? So some of her programs, just listing out a few, were things like, I'm not good enough, I'm not chosen, I'm not a priority, I'm not special, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Do we like this? Maybe. I like it. I think it's different. Let's go with it. This is what we have. And so in this situation, she had these programs inside. And so every man that came into her life was a man that didn't choose her. No matter how much she gave to this man, it didn't matter. This man never chose her. Why? Because the program was off. I want you to imagine that men aren't actually defective. Women aren't actually defective. It's the program that's attracting to you what you don't want. When you get really clear on identifying the specific programs that are off in your brain, it becomes really easy to have incredible love. That's why so many people on this app respectfully are affirming and manifesting love for years, but my clients get it in like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. Why? I'm not some type of voodoo magician here. I don't have any special powers within me. 1, it's because my clients come ready to work, but 2, because I know how to identify the exact patterns in your brain for why it's not happening. So the first thing you gotta do is you gotta identify the patterns. What are the parts of your self-concept? What are the parts of your concept about love or men or women that are off? As soon as we identify why it's off, why things aren't moving despite you affirming for 100,000 years, why things aren't shifting despite you visualizing 4,200 times, then we can get really clear on the precise things that need to shift. Because you don't need to shift all parts of your self-concept. You need to shift the specific parts of your self-concept that's preventing men or women from committing. That's what you need. You've got to be able to pinpoint the exact things that are off, almost like a Rubik's Cube, so that you can make the pattern correct, so that you can reprogram what's inside. And as soon as you reprogram that supercomputer of a mind that you have that's so beautiful, it's actually impossible to fail. Like when I say impossible, I'm not saying it for like clickbait. Like You just have to reprogram what's here. You are a set of programs your whole life. You've seen how love was growing up with mom and dad. You've had certain different relationships from the past that didn't work out, and it's made you take on stories out of the trauma of what's happened to you that were not exactly in your favor. So we just have to identify it, and we just have to shift it. And then we just get to have what we want, and then send me a wedding invite. Because I have too many pretty dresses in my closet and nowhere to go. So it'd be really great for me also to be able to, I have a little something on me, to be able to go to more weddings. You know what I mean? Like I'm ready to be a plus one. If you like this type of content and you want manifestation to be simple, you want manifestation to be easy, you like to be able to understand how to pinpoint the exact things that are going on in your subconscious mind, I have the self-concept experience in the link in my bio, or you can just give me a follow, drop a comment down below, stay on this side of TikTok, and watch any of the 500 free videos I already have on my page. One thing you're always gonna get with me is a butt ton of information and education. Because not only do I really know how to help people get love and manifest 6 and 7 figures, but I literally come from a medical background where I am marrying science with spirituality for a more fact-checked form of manifestation. Less woo-woo over here, more tangible neuroscience over here. So if that's your vibe, that's your situation, give me a follow, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you'd like for a part 2.